It's time now for the Peter Channel Saturday Morning News on this Saturday morning, January 9th, 2016. And good morning to you all this lovely Saturday morning, January 9th, 2016. Here are your news and I'm there. On top story here at 8 o'clock in the morning time this Saturday morning. This Mexican drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was presented late Friday in dark blue athletic gear as he was much to a helicopter by Mexican Marines on his way back to the same maximum security he escaped from nearly 6 months ago. A Muslim woman who was escorted from a Donald Trump election campaign rally after staging a sad protest as Rose Ahmed was wearing a hijab when she stood up in opposition to Republican frontrunners' controversial comments that Syrian refugees fleeing Syria. Texas Governor Greg Abbott on Friday revealed his plans for convention in the states the first more than 200 years as part of a large effort to reshape the U.S. On 40 days ahead, New York City police officers have been shot after exchanging gunfire and a suspect involved in a large fight as New York City Police Commissioner Will Brent said 25-year-old officer Sharon Suter was shot in the ankle. Tensions remain high in the fortified border divided North and South Korea as the reception of the propaganda broadcast prompted the Pyongyang raise the rest of the war over the shoulder of the diplomatic efforts to respond to North Korea's surprise nuclear tests. Hurghada, Egypt, 2 Austrians and a Swede were stabbed in an attack on the hotel in Egypt's Red Sea resort of Hurghada, where only lightly wounded in a stable condition on Saturday, the Egyptian hospital official said. Dubai, Iran's foreign minister, has complained to the United Nations about Saudi Arabia's provocation towards Iran and has diplomatic crisis between the region's 2 major powers entered its second week. Beirut, Syria's government told the UN envoy on Saturday was ready to take part in the Geneva peace talks scheduled for January 25th, but it said it wanted to know which opposition figures would participate. Berlin, Chancellor Angela Merkel's party had Saturday proposed strict laws regarding asylum seekers after a string of New Year's Eve sexual assaults and robberies that called blame largely on foreigners. And across Market, Philadelphia, a man dressed in a long white metal storm officer Jesse Harden's squad car and a load of the gun in him as a wounded Philadelphia officer shoots attacker. Suspect pledged allegiance to ISIS. A small suspicion fire broke out at the South Carolina home of the white former police officer who was charged with the murder of the shooting death of an unarmed black man, according to local media on Saturday. As Crunch News, the Wizard Jeb Bush flashes motions. A Maryland police officer been sentenced to 5 years in prison for putting his gun in the man's head and mask during the 2014 incident was caught on cell phone video, a television station reported. Washington, U.S. payroll surged in December and the job count for the prior 2 months was revised sharply higher, showing the economy on solid ground despite a troubling international backdrop. There is a mounting evidence that the U.S. stock market is being decimated and undermined by a so-called self-bear market. A couple of years ago, the University of Chicago professor Harold Pollack did an online video chat with a personal finance writer on started 2016 and stock steep step back. Evidence for a new geological epoch continues to accumulate like layers of sediment and dirt over time, hardening the strata outflow those who would study the branch of geology known as stratigraphy, study those strata and those dissolution in Earth's past. If you sneeze when frost blooming in the spring interior when the president kept your Neanderthal DNA may be blamed as about 2% of the DNA known to most people out today came from just between the ancient humans and the Neanderthal neighbors. I created Galaxy NGC 5195 home in a supermassive black hole. Located in the upper right-hand corner of the image, as the black hole was powerful, active eruptions of bursts of debris. And Alexander Occupational Worms and Juneau, Alaska in 2008, the federal government retreated into subsection and listed in the wolf as endangered or threatened. World cholera vaccines doubled to 6 million does after UN Health Agency. Berlin, Germany, in a media event provided by the German Foundation Organ Transplants. And a play went in a surge about syndrome and NFT cell from box users with transplanted recipients at a higher risk of death from cancer. According to the study, Massachusetts government officials, healthcare experts, and private business leaders have part in an attempt to acquire the digital healthcare market worth an estimated $32 billion. Governor Charlie Baker announced Thursday Boston Children's Hospital. Washington, the U.S. Justice Department and Consumer Protection Unit is looking at the norovirus outbreak at Triple T West California sign of recent support. Locked by federal prosecutor, California is getting attention. Peter Channel 804 in the morning time here on this Saturday morning here at Santa Sports Report here. Last night, the Boston Bruins defeat the New Jersey Devils 4-1. The North Lancers boys basketball team fall to the Bellingham Blackhawks at home 54-47. While the girls basketball team defeated Bellingham at home on the road 44-41. Tank, the Boston Bruins will be up in Ottawa taking on the Ottawa Senators. Game time, 7 o'clock. Former St. Louis Cardinals plead guilty Houston Nationals team. Kobe Bryant saved a little something in the tank in the last game. Second, he took a trip down memory lane and saw the future. Pierre Charles Hobbs out 8:05 in the morning time. It is Saturday morning here. It's time out for a Trevor report. Let's start off there and move it on there where it is looking good in the highways and byways of the Ocean State and highways on Worcester are looking good here. And highways in Springfield and Hartford are looking good here. And all the highways and byways in New England are looking good. And the only slow spot we can see is Route 101 on the westbound side. Little slow in Kenya, New Hampshire before Route 43. But otherwise, a smooth sailing commuter on highways and byways in New England there. Okay, let's take a look at transit alerts here. Subway system's looking good here. Commuter rail and the ferries, they are looking good. Peter Chaladuce Hobbs out 8:05 in the morning time. 8:06 it is time out for a weather report here. And looking at the radar situation here, and it shows a lot of rain showers from Newburyport stretching up to the north of Boston around the Route 120 corridor from Beverly all the way up to Weston and stretching around the Natick and around the Hudson. And it's snowing and sleeting around the Worcester area here. It also snowing and sleeting around east of Rochester, New Hampshire, up in the west of Sanford, Maine. And some spotty snow showers around south central Vermont, east of Edmonton, and up in the west central Vermont, and up in the Queensbury, New York here. And we're seeing the rain showers line stretching up the sea coast of New Hampshire and up in the southern Maine coast off of Portland and sleeting around Yarmouth. And some snow and sleet from Rochester, New Hampshire, stretching all the way up in the Auburn, Lucid, and Augusta, Maine here. Okay, look at that. The hazard weather condition because we have a high wind watch in effect here. From Sunday morning to Sunday evening, the National Weather Services. In charge of the decision of high wind watch, how it's effect from Sunday morning to Sunday evening here. Location along the I-95 corridor to Port Cities, where this includes the city of Boston and Providence as well as the Cape Town. And winds up east 20 to 30 miles by wind gusts up to 15 miles per hour. There's a potential, however, to gusts to reach 60 miles per hour. Time is late Sunday morning to Sunday evening as strong to potential damaging winds main down trees and wires. Leading to isolated power outages of high wind water. Potential exists for strong damaging winds developing in the mentioned areas. The strong winds are capable down in trees and power lines as well as causing isolated power. Property damage of high warnings should stay inside and away from windows. Day 1 today tonight. Hazard weather now expected time. Day 2 of 7. Sunday for Friday. High wind watching. Heavy rainfall. 1 to 2 inches in about 6 hour period on Sunday will result in areas of brief nuisance, urban and port drainage, street flooding of the river stream. What is expected here? Okay, 7-day forecast goes like this. For the day, chance of drizzle, most clouds about 42 degrees at night east. Wind for the night, slight chance of drizzle between before 5 a.m. Then chance of rain with a slight chance of drizzle after 5 a.m. And the patch fog between 8 p.m. and 2 a.m. at west. Clouds got low at 36 degrees and calm will become an east wind. 5 to 7 miles per minute, chance of to 30%. Sunday, rain possibly a thunderstorm maybe before 5 p.m. Then a chance of rain and the thunderstorms after 5 p.m. Some storms produce every rainfall. 158 degrees and breeze with an east wind about 10 to 15 miles gusts. Highest 44 miles with a 60-21 mile per gust in the afternoon. Here, just patient 1% new rainfall between 1 and 2 inches possible. Sunday night, chance rain before 7 p.m. Then a chance showers between 7 p.m. and 3 a.m. Most gusts got about 31 degrees and southwest wind. 7 to 14 miles west until midnight. Winds can gust size 28 miles on a chance patient 30%. New per about less than 7 inches possible. For Monday, most gusts got about 34 degrees. West about 9 to 11 miles gust size 30 miles an hour. Here, Monday night, most gusts got about 21 degrees. Tuesday, chance snow showers before 1 p.m. Then a chance rain showers between 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Then a chance of snow showers after 4 p.m. Plus that's got about 38 degrees and chance patient 40%. Tuesday, chance of snow showers, most gusts got about 27 degrees, chance patient 50%. Wednesday, chance of snow showers before 8 a.m. Plus that's got about 33 degrees and chance patient 30%. Wednesday, most gusts got about 60 degrees. Thursday, most of the forecasts got about 30, about 18 degrees. Friday, most gusts got about 33 degrees. Currently here in Norton here, it is 39 degrees with overcast skies. Here and a humidity of 86%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel. Saturday morning do news on it. Saturday morning. Jeremy Knapp, 2016 Peter. Give me a good morning with a good positive day to you. And have a good day.